Atlanta, Georgia. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Detroit Lions.
Summer drawing to a close here in the Southeast. The roof is closed at the wondrous Mercedes-Benz Stadium due to the hot temps still outside here in downtown Atlanta. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I can give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Hooker to throw right away. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Hooker's going to throw it. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Hooker's throw. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Falcons grab it. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. First and 10, Stick, eluding the pressure right. That's brought in downfield by London. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
The ball on the 8, still could get a first down technically, 2nd and 7. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he is into the end end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. That time, a 6-play drive. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing. Hooker. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They're going to go play action now with Stick. Steps away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Robinson up the middle. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Robinson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too.
Touchdown! 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back there and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Wow.
Got to do what you got to do.
Don't worry about your hands, though. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. So the Lions on
both first do no harm, and right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's Hooker. Being chased out left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to throw. Hooker. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Hooker. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Hooker able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Hooker. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, Hooker. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. So the completion good for 6 yards, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Hooker. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Stick looks to throw. Rolling to his left. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Stick. That's out wide here for Robinson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Stick back to pass. Got London on the slant. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Looking to throw. Hooker. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I'm coming!
Hooker on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Patrick. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Trying to throw again here. Hooker setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Time to get another look at Drake London and the Falcons offense. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Escaping the pressure right. And caught by London. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. They'll throw now on the final play. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 3rd down and 1. Handoff now to Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to his left. This ball down the field for Pitts. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts. 57 yards. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Looking to throw, Hooker. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. Now Hooker. Able to shake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it, ends up getting the ball stripped.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Stick from the gun. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Ray McLeod with an acrobatic catch. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he is absolutely carved up.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Hooker to throw it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. On 1st and 10, Hooker. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Patrick. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time. Off play action. Here's Hooker. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hooker now on 2nd down. They'll find Williams on the slant. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. 15 yards there on the catch and run. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Hand off now to Gibbs. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Another run for Gibbs here. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here's Hooker. Touchdown! Sam Laporta from 4 yards out. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it.
And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Hooker.
It fights him off. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
3rd and goal. Here's Hooker. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
quick throw out wide to Mooney. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10.
Steps away to his left.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finished this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On the give, here's Robinson.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Hooker now on first down. He tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Here's Stick looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. On 2nd down, it's Stick.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments with...
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Meanwhile, Hooker's throw taken in here by Patrick.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Hooker's going to throw it.
And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Hooker to the air yet again.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And Jahmyr Gibbs finished it all off with a touchdown grab.
Oh, did the Lions get it? Yes, they recover. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Hooker.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Throwing here is Hooker.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.